Greetings, citizens of Tetris. It's your old pal Van Dweller. I am back with more Classic Tetris Monthly Masters Top 16 action. It's going to be the orange bracket, and it's really 2/3 of the bracket because we've already done 1/3 of it. We've already done Blue SCUTI and Knight. Blue SCUTI was the winner, so I didn't want to cross Knight out. That wouldn't be a very nice thing to do, and I didn't really want to remake this graphic. But Blue SCUTI, #1 seed in the tournament, has already punched his ticket to the top 8. Now, we're going to do ALLENBOT versus GWAFEY, and then the winner of that will take on Blue SCUTI for a spot in the top 4. We've already got one top 4 finalist. And that is Meme. We just did that, finished that about a half hour ago. So the winner of this whole thing will be taking on Meme. We've got the rest of the Masters event bracket or brackets on Sunday. We're going to be doing green and red on Sunday. So you can check out our stream schedule on Twitch. You can check out the live tab on YouTube. You can check out the events calendar on Discord to find out when those are, because I am too tired and too wiped to go and find out the exact times. All right, so anyway, that's what we've got for you tonight. ALLENBOT versus GWAFEY, the winner versus Blue SCUTI. Take a look at the rules. This is a 32-player single elimination tournament based on the 1989 version of Tetris released by Nintendo for the Nintendo Entertainment System on NTSC consoles. Players can play on emulator or console so long as the game mechanics, appearance, and statistics are unmodified, except in the ways that we ask you to. Players can use any controller so long as there's no big buttons or turbo functions used, whether mechanical or electronical? Biological turbo only. Players should not receive any real-time advice. Do not pause unless the commentator tells you. Level 18 starts all the way through level 39. Super kill screen. Turn it on. Same piece sets all the way through. Re-rolled in between each game of each match. Points over the traditional max out of 999,999 do count. Best of 5 throughout, and the winner gets absolutely something, and that's a share of the prize pool, which is now at $1,485. We are just $515 away from our top 8 incentive. So right now we're paying the top 4. If we get to 2,000, we will pay the top 8 players, and that's very nice. That is very, very nice for those players. Excuse me. And it's very motivating, as you can imagine, right? So, oh man, 8 players get out of these 32 get paid. I got a shot. I'll play this month. Why not? I'll keep practicing. I'll keep playing, trying to get better, climb the prize ladder. Anyway, if you want to make this prize pool get bigger and help us toward our $2,000 monthly incentive, use the Matcherino command in chat if you're watching live right now. That'll bring up 2 links. The first one is the one for the Masters event, the one that you're watching. It'll open up the landing page for this tournament with our partner Matcherino. And it's a 2-click login if you've got a Twitch or a YouTube account already, which if you're watching live, of course, you already do. Once you're logged in, top right-hand corner, there's a mustard-colored button that says Contribute. Click on that and then go from there to contribute. Thanks to everybody who has contributed so far, and right on cue, another contribution. That is a contribution from Avi. Another contribution. Avi with the $15 contribution to get us to an even $1,500. He's already got contributions, I believe, in this event, maybe. Almost certainly. So anyway, thanks, Avi, for the $15. Appreciate that in both events. All right, beautiful. Really appreciate that. Okay, we're up to 1,500, 500 more to go. That's easy. Just chip it in. Everybody that watches one of the next, 3 or 4 streams, everybody contributes $2. We'll get there. If you want to support the channel, patreon.com/monthly Tetris is a great place to do that. You can also use bits and subscriptions on Twitch. You can also gift a subscription or use an Amazon Prime or a Twitch Prime sub that you get as a member of Amazon Prime. On YouTube, you can use channel memberships. You can gift channel memberships. You can also use super chats and stickers if you want to contribute to the channel and make sure that happens. Another great way to ensure the survival of the channel, patreon.com/monthly Tetris provides us regular, ongoing, regular, monthly, predictable support that we can count on and say, yes, we can keep doing monthly Tetris, right? If we look ahead and say, yep, all right, we feel good about where we are financially, we can keep doing it. We don't have to go get a job at Sprouts in the produce department, you know? I don't even eat produce. All right. Anyway, patreon.com/monthly Tetris. Thanks to our supporters, Scott Gray, 76, K9 Watching, Tetris, and Tacnerus. Thanks to Corporal 3D1, Shall Be Satisfied, Cat Kit 91J in the window, Troy Dan, Kim S. And our sticker, double sticker club level members, community level members. Thank you very much. Okay, let's check out our bracket scene. Excuse me. Sorry. I'm going to try to do my best to avoid coughing and clearing my throat into the microphone. Sometimes it might be unavoidable just because I am still under the weather. If you were watching earlier, you can already see my voice has degraded significantly from the beginning. So I'm going to do my best to get through this. We've got 2 matches. I believe we can do it as a community. So I'm going to go ahead and get these players started. Here are some pieces players. Look for them in the Twitch chat. 22EF21, 22EF21. Thanks for the pin, FCR plays. Okay. All right, ALLENBOT's already started. He's like, all right, well, I'm gonna start playing, man. I'm ready to go. All right, looks like both players are ready, and you know what? I am very glad. 22EF21, both players on seed, both players ready. ALLENBOT and GWAFEY, the winner, will face Blue SCUTI in the top 8. Let's get them started and get them counted down in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. On the left side, it is ALLENBOT, a regular opponent or player here in the Masters event top 16, coming in at seed 8 this time. ALLENBOT earned himself a 2-round bye in virtue of that top 8 finish in our qualifiers. Anybody 8 and above gets to start in round 3, while everybody below gets to sort of fight it out and see who survives to take on these top 8 in the top 16. ALLENBOT out of Singapore with a PB last time I checked at 3.74 million. That was good for 20th on the overall PB leaderboard. ALLENBOT is was a winner of the Challenger Circuit. Pour one out for the Challenger Circuit in April 2024. Also winner of the Hopeful Circuit. Pour one out for the Hopeful Circuit in April 2022. Also made it into a Masters event finals in September of 2023, and also has made it into another semifinals, and that was in 2024. And ALLENBOT, maybe the undisputed best Tetris player in Singapore, has won the CTWC Singapore Regional the last 3 years, 2022, 2023, and 2024. So that is ALLENBOT. And on the right side, it's GWAFEY. Anyway, let's go. No, just kidding. All right, GWAFEY, seed number 9. We are in the Boston Bruin sweatshirt, ma. 144 for GWAFEY, 126 for ALLENBOT. GWAFEY, is this GWAFEY's Masters top 16 debut? That can't be true, right? No. GWAFEY's been in before, right? Anyway, GWAFEY, seed number 9, USA, with a PB. It is. All right, GWAFEY's debut. All right, I thought so, but I didn't want to just come out and say it baldly without knowing, although that's never prevented me before. Anyway, GWAFEY, seed number 9, did have to play in round 2 of this tournament. and took out L, aka Trap Zone, who had beaten Somalian Captain. So that was match 10, and then GWAFEY was able to earn his way here into the round of 16, making his debut. GWAFEY trying to bring this down, uncovers, okay, able to fill out that left a little bit. And, oh, this is tricky. Uncovers, gets that long bar down. GWAFEY approves and is happy. So 229. Here comes another Tetris for GWAFEY. Also 252. ALLENBOT looking to uncover that right side. Does so. Gets a long bar over. That's going to be good only for a triple. So now he's going to work one row off the bottom. Anyway, GWAFEY kind of emerging here. There's a lot of players who kind of emerged in 2024. GWAFEY made it into the Classic Tetris World Championship gold bracket in 2024. Unfortunately, did go out in round 0 against Cobalt, but he made it in. Also is in the top 4 in the, was it the North, is it the Northeast Regional or New England Regional? I think it's the same thing, right? Northeast Regional. That was last year. Made it into the top 4. So GWAFEY with his Masters debut and getting a top 16 seed in qualifying, pretty darn good. 273 here for ALLENBOT, 331 for GWAFEY. And it is GWAFEY. I've been, in the past I was saying GWAFEY, but I have been corrected. So those of you who are still saying GWAFEY, it's GWAFEY. Now, I don't know how that really fits into kind of English, whether it really should be given how it's spelled, but listen, people got to decide how their names sound, okay? GWAFEY, 377 for GWAFEY. He's going to set up in column 4. You see, I got this squeak now in my voice like Peter Brady. Like, oh, that's me right now. 402 for GWAFEY, 309 for ALLENBOT. Let's see what he's going to do. He's going to set up in column 4. Trying not to complicate the board too much. Trying to find a long bar. Well, that E, you think that E would tend to make the vowel long, right? And that you would want a double consonant if you had a short consonant sound there. So I don't know. So it's an understandable confusion, but listen, in the end, the man decides what his name sounds like, right? It's up to him. 478 for GWAFEY, 359 for ALLENBOT. Rogue Potato Baduk says, I'm sure the majority of this audience gets the Peter Brady reference. Yeah, true. I mean, I wasn't really around when it was, first run, but it was on in reruns a lot. Although, wait, does anybody know what a rerun is? 504 GWAFEY, 408 ALLENBOT. I don't even know what a rerun is. All right, we are on level 19. GWAFEY trying to bring this board down. ALLENBOT forced into a triple as well. Both players now set up for Tetris's. Long bar over for ALLENBOT, 467. ALLENBOT actually set up for a Vitz, sort of delayed Vitz, and ends up having to kind of fill it all in. So we'll see what he's going to do from here. All right, he's kind of opened up a double wide well over there in column 9 and 10, and now is Tetris ready, 476. So a little bit of a drought for these players. Long bar over Tetris, GWAFEY, 605. Skim to get Tetris ready for ALLENBOT. He gets a Tetris, 507. There's another Tetris ALLENBOT. So they're 2 lines apart and about 100,000 points apart. GWAFEY in the lead. Tetris ALLENBOT. And another one, GWAFEY. All right, skim here for ALLENBOT. S flat to set up another delayed burn. Okay, GWAFEY actually set up for a dirty Tetris and gets it. Kind of low risk, high reward right there for GWAFEY. Here's another regular column 10, row 0 Tetris, or row 1, whatever. 734 for GWAFEY Tetris, for ALLENBOT 660. And the lead is tightened a little bit here for GWAFEY. ALLENBOT, it's going to be a dirty triple split. He's going to get another triple, and now ALLENBOT bringing that board down, ready to start reestablishing a well. 677 for him. The slowdown kind of allows GWAFEY to re-extend this lead a little bit, but now both players getting a little droughted. And ALLENBOT trying to find a way to uncover. Okay, gets that J to the left. Needs to uncover that well on the right side. Now he's trying to keep that well open. Gets the dirty Tetris. ALLENBOT 720. 820 for GWAFEY. So back out to about a 100,000 point lead. Now remember, we start on 1,830 lines of that. 19 speed is a speed increase. There's 100 lines of that until level 29. The speed increases one more time. It doubles at 29. And then we've got that level 39 super kill screen implemented to basically kill their games at level 39. All right, just a few lines to go until 29. 810 for ALLENBOT into 29. GWAFEY trying to bring this board down so that he can have a survivable 29 board. And this is tough. I mean, he gets a bar in the middle, but that left side is going to be tough to work out. And no, somebody top out for GWAFEY. The chase down here, 873 target for ALLENBOT. And he can just chip this in, singling this away. And there's a triple. And that will seal it for ALLENBOT here in game number 1. GG's. Yeah, ALLENBOT's colors very, very bright, very, not necessarily saturated. They're just, you know, they're just bright. I like it. All right, max out there for ALLENBOT into 32. All right, let's get these players some new pieces. He seems to have high contrast, but bright. Those colors are bright colors. All right, new pieces are here. 081B33. Now, this isn't the only time I've seen GWAFEY in some sort of Boston sports clothes, so I wonder if this is kind of his region. And won the Northeast, or was in the top 4 of the Northeast Regional, so I'm a New Englander myself, so. Zero 81B33, 081B33 are the pieces. They're just all Boston themed. Got it. All right, looks like both players, excuse me, both players are, oh my God, I'm a mess. Both players are ready here in game number 2. Let's get them counted down before my voice completely goes. In 3, 2, 1, Tetris. All right, we got the TLI. Too little information. All right, if you're watching right now, you know, we've got this broadcast and we've got really just 3 more streams and we are done with this 32-player Masters event. So just 3 more streams to get our $500. That'll get us to our top 8 incentive. If you are watching right now and you have not contributed to that prize pool and you think you want to, it's a good time, you know, just kind of dial down some of the anxiety that we might not reach it. For me, I always want to reach that incentive, pay those top 8. We've kind of established the last 3 years that 2,000 is a target that we can hit. And I hate to revise it down. So if you are in a position to contribute to the prize pool, even, you know, $2 or $5 or $10, use that Matcherino command in the live chat. That'll bring up the link very easily. Top link is one for Masters. Easy login. And, you know, we'll call your name on the stream. And if you attach a message, we'll read the message. So look at that. What a reward. 184 for GWAFEY, 188 for ALLENBOT. But really, that price pool justifies a lot of the effort these players take to try to, you know, become top-tier players and establish themselves as regular high finishers in the Masters event. And, you know, it lets them do something fun for our entertainment rather than them having to get like a part-time job. Can you imagine children learning the value of hard work when they can just play video games for money? Come on. 233 for GWAFEY, 257 for ALLENBOT. Long bar over Tetris. GWAFEY, there's one for ALLENBOT, 280. ALLENBOT actually going to set the delayed VITs, the vertical eye tuck setup. It waits for the long bar. All right, he's going to get the long bar for the fill in the VITs, and the other one to finish off the whole thing with a Tetris. I feel like that VITs isn't... it's not fully complete until you've actually gotten the Tetris. I mean, obviously you filled in the eye tuck setup, but the whole point of doing it seems, you know, kind of silly if you end up having to burn a bunch of lines, you know. So I like seeing that Tetris come in. So a little bit of a misdrop there for ALLENBOT with a T-piece is going to cause a couple of gaps at the bottom of ALLENBOT's stack. He's still low, though, no problem. What happened game one? That one was played a week ago. Yeah, for context here, we already played the SCUTI night match. SCUTI won that one. We were supposed to play this match then, but unfortunately one of our players just had an unresolvable technical issue. And so we postponed it, and we're playing it now. 363 for ALLENBOT, 357 for GWAFEY. Oh, you mean game one of this match? Yeah, it went into, you know, the 29 or early into the 29 phase. And ALLENBOT won that one. Cat surgery here in chat. Welcome. I don't know. I think it's funny to say cat surgery. All right, 432 for ALLENBOT, 370 for GWAFEY. Allen going to take a triple off the top of that stack, try to work it down. My sick voice still sounds okay. I'm doing my best to shuffle through this. Tetris for ALLENBOT, 483, 392 for GWAFEY. Thank goodness I only have this and one other match. And then, of course, well, I got tomorrow. There's a bracket, DAS Masters. And Sunday, there's 2 Masters brackets. So hopefully I'll be recovered by Sunday. Excuse me. 439 for GWAFEY, 507 for ALLENBOT. Tetris, GWAFEY, 462. ALLENBOT waiting out the bar. Takes a double, skims that off the top. Leaves that well open, long bar open Tetris. And he's still Tetris ready. He skims a single, gets a Tetris. 578 for ALLENBOT, 8 lines away from the 19 speed increase. He uses an S flat over on that right side to minimize the burns and just the complications in the board. ALLENBOT going for a 600K transition, which he'll get if he can knock down one more Tetris before 19 comes. But the board getting pretty high, and you do not want to take a jacked up board into 19, even as a roller. Oh boy, that S is not the best, but he's going to figure it out. Opens up the right side, gets a Tetris, brings the board down. ALLENBOT pretty much back down to safety. He's got a line dependency over there in column 9. That's going to kind of cause him to cover the well, but all right, he's getting it figured out. 662 here for ALLENBOT. GWAFEY is into 19 already. He's at 551, long bar over Tetris, 577. All right, Allen's going to uncover the well. Column 10, long bar goes in, and a Tetris is registered. And I don't know, is Vicious Rhubarb here? Does anyone know, is Vicious Rhubarb in the chat? Vicious Rhubarb, if you are in the chat, please speak up. Let me know. 653 for GWAFEY. I owe Vicious Rhubarb something for a redemption. So I'll wait till I see Vicious Rhubarb in the chat. All right, 808 for ALLENBOT, 738 for GWAFEY. Allen gonna get that Tetris. GWAFEY gets one too. All right, ALLENBOT getting set up here. Kind of improvising here, waiting for that bar to come in. And getting a little droughted. I think it's a real drought. Get out your trouts. It is a drought. Finally, a long bar comes. Can't use it for a Tetris, but does use it to uncover the well. Long bar goes in for the Tetris. ALLENBOT 923. 835 for GWAFEY. GWAFEY back by 13 lines. And so far, so good for GWAFEY in his debut in Masters Top 16. Playing with a good measure of confidence. You know, as far as debuts goes, they vary wildly, and so you can see sometimes the players are just like, you know, nerves become a factor for the newbies in the Masters, right? But not here. GWAFEY playing pretty well. A18 here for ALLENBOT. 904 for GWAFEY. Trying to bring this down. He's back by about 114,000 points, but also back by about 8 lines in the sequence here. ALLENBOT is into the 29 phase. He's got the max out and more. A65 for him. 945 for GWAFEY. Vicious Rhubarb is in the chat. You know, Vicious Rhubarb redeemed a channel redemption, a channel points redemption for what was it, 250,000 channel points? Is that how much it was? A79 for ALLENBOT. Tetris for GWAFEY. A60. A91 for ALLENBOT. ALLENBOT trying to bring this down. Left side will be a bit of a problem here, but oh, some nice pieces here to bring this down. GWAFEY drilled back down. GWAFEY back by only like 22,000 points, and he's going to have a chance to chase this down because ALLENBOT tops out at B04. So really just like 16,000 points needed by GWAFEY. The Tetris is going to do it. So GWAFEY will take game number 2. GG's GWAFEY. All right, let's get these players some new pieces. And yeah, so Vicious Rhubarb redeemed a channel point redemption for 250,000 channel points. How do you get that many channel points? Like, that's just wild. And I guess it was a genuine compliment from Van Dweller. And I think I gotta get rid of that one because that's just too awkward for me, you know? Like Vicious Rhubarb, I know, you know, pretty well over the years, you know, just as, you know, not like best friends or anything, but you know, he's been around and, you know, whatever. Hello, Vicious Rhubarb in person. But there are going to be people in chat that get all these channel points, and I don't know him from Adam, so how am I going to give him a genuine compliment? But at least Vicious Rhubarb, I can say, is really a model citizen in the Tetris community. Like, I don't know. I think more people should be and try to comport themselves like Vicious Rhubarb, who always comports himself with you know, a quiet dignity, but also a sense of humor and, you know, really just a willingness to help and be involved with things. So, you know, the Vicious Rhubarb, it really doesn't get much better in the Tetris community as a person, right? Just as a, you know, in terms of character, than Vicious Rhubarb. So, you know, I'm happy to have him in the Tetris community, and really just glad he's here. Okay, well, let me go ahead and check the seeds here and make sure B59, C43. Yes, both players on seed. And so let's get him started here. What was once a best of 5, now a best of 3 in 3-2-1 Tetris. Yeah, I mean, Vicious Rhubarb, you know, he can be a bit of a memer, but, you know, I don't think that guy's got a mean-spirited bone in his body, right? He just seems like well-intentioned, and you know, it just seems like a, I don't know, a good, solid, trustworthy, you know, can kind of has a good sense of humor, doesn't take himself too seriously, but also doesn't take himself unseriously. So I don't know, I have a lot of admiration for Vicious Rhubarb. And also seems to have things in balance too, right? He's he's, you know, great Tetris player, but also takes the time that he needs to pursue, you know, more serious things, and has a good, I think, you know, life Tetris balance as well. So I think that's an important thing. Someone says, what, best of 3? Well, Miles, when I say what was once a best of 5 is now a best of 3, I'm really just kind of turning a phrase there, because it is a best of 5, but we've already eliminated 1 game each for each player. So really there's just 3 games to play. So in effect, it's a best of 3 now, right? See what I'm saying? 128 for GWAFEY, 120 for ALLENBOT. All right, Miles is, you know, Miles is due. It's okay. 150 for GWAFEY, 143 for ALLENBOT as we get underway here in game number 3. This is a best of 5, so the first player to have a 3 next to their name is the winner. Tetris GWAFEY 201, 192 for ALLENBOT. Poyo is here in chat. Now, oh, line spin there from ALLENBOT. Finally, I didn't miss a line spin. What the heck? Oh, nice T-tuck setup there for ALLENBOT 239. There needs to be a cooldown on the genuine compliment. At least today. No more today, because my voice is totally gone and I can't. I don't want to do it anymore. I sound sick. What do I have? Some kind of upper respiratory infection of some sort. It's been changing. You know, it started with sore throat and headache, and then it went into the lungs, and now headache is back, and the throat is gone, but the lung. I mean, it's just a. It could, I don't know if it's a flu or noro whatever. I don't know what it is. 333 for ALLENBOT, 299 for GWAFEY. GWAFEY here looking solid in his Masters Top 16 debut. Yeah, I've had it for about a week now. It's really messed with my sleep too. So yeah, pretty much like, unless I'm doing these Tetris streams, I'm just like in bed, like either sleeping, reading, or watching movies. Like I'm a total, I had so many goals for this month, and I just can't stay focused long enough to do any meaningful work besides getting these streams knocked out. But Tetris for ALLENBOT 470, 358 for GWAFEY. That's all right. I mean, the main thing is we get you guys the Tetris you need. That is the most important thing. $473 ALLENBOT, $384 GWAFEY. There's a long bar down, column 10 for ALLENBOT. He's got gaps over there in columns 1 and 2. We'll have to work those away before he starts scoring Tetrises, unless he gets some sort of dirty setup. 431 here for GWAFEY, 506 for I hear knocking on my audio. I don't know what that is. Knocking. I'm not sure. It's possible. I do have a network attached storage that's about 3 feet away from me, and sometimes the hard drives churn on that and cause a little crunch. So it could be that. But this microphone should not be picking that up. All right, long bar over Tetris, ALLENBOT. Yeah, I think that maybe that's what you're hearing. All right, we're into 19 transition here. GWAFEY up kind of high here. Long bar definitely needed, and he got it, and he could use one more. He's trying to uncover here. That long bar goes to the right, left, so he's trying to bowl out the middle of this board here so he can find burns. Yeah, there's not much I can do about that sound right now as we speak. I mean, unless I go over and turn this drive off, but I can't do that. 629 for ALLENBOT. You're just going to have to deal with it. That's why we have music in the background, to distract you from anything you might hear. So maybe I'll turn the music up a little bit. And then maybe it'll fade into that. Tetris over for both. ALLENBOT at 7-11, 6-12 for GWAFEY. Also, sometimes when I turn my head, I have a headset that I'm talking into, so maybe it's bumping into my shoulder. Well, I don't know. I'm not really in a position to diagnose it right now, so we'll just get through this stream and worry about it later, but thank you. Tetris for ALLENBOT, 774, 646 for GWAFEY. Oh, GWAFEY gonna miss that Z spin. That's gonna slow him down a couple of lines. Maybe at least 5 burn lines here. There's a triple though, so if you know you gotta burn 3 lines, better to take them as a triple than 3 singles. All right, well, I'll try to avoid moving my head. Tetris ALLENBOT 901, 696 from GWAFEY. Maybe a little bit of an inattention thing there, like kind of overshift GWAFEY, I think, as he was screen looking with that square. All right, there is a dirty Tetris. GWAFEY 732, but ALLENBOT's up by about 170,000 points, and not too many lines away. Another Tetris for ALLENBOT. Chen says, have you thought of taking the time off until you feel better? Chen, like, how am I gonna do that? Like, we have to. How can I do that? We got to get this done January. There's no messing around. It's my livelihood, dude. I mean, I can't. Oh, well, sorry. Got bills to pay, man. 984 for ALLENBOT, 816 for GWAFEY. I mean, February is coming quick, and we got to start like immediately. It's a short month. We can't bleed Masters into February. All right, we're just a couple of lines away from the 29 speed. And ALLENBOT up high here, and that's going to be a top out for ALLENBOT at 998, and he is mad at the pieces here. GWAFEY has a target of 998 and anything, really, because ALLENBOT topped out at 998 flat. So 998 plus anything is the target for GWAFEY. He's got plenty of time to do this. He's on level 30. Level 39 is really the kill screen here. GWAFEY. There's a Tetris, and really just another 10,000 points will do it. And that is going to do it for GWAFEY. So GWAFEY will get the max out. It was just enough, and GWAFEY takes game number 3. Like, oh, just take time off. Just, you know, whatever. Just take it off. Take it off, man. Just take it off. Passive income. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Just get some of that passive income going. This is my passive income. This is what it is. Hold on. Let me try to see if I can. Yeah, I can hear what you're saying. Let me see if I can. Yeah, I'm kind of hunched over. Let me try to mess with this cord. Oh, John Kennedy is in the chat. Oh my word. Welcome, John Kennedy. All right, GWAFEY up 2-1. We're going to go ahead and give these players some new pieces when they're ready. If you need a moment. Oh, just get someone else to commentate. Well, then you have to pay them. We don't have that. How are we going to do that? That's why we don't do the lower seeds anymore, and I do everything now. The lower tiers. New piece is going to be 7A 1F27. Like what? Like, yeah, just get him someone else. We're dancing on the knife's edge, you know. We're barely making it by. I can't start taking days off and paying other people. That's you know. That's like not only not getting your paycheck, but then giving a paycheck to somebody. It's like you can't do that. All right, we got to do this, man. We got Tetris. All right, gotta do Tetris, man. Come on, Jack. You gotta do Tetris, Jack. You've been chugging these like crazy. You'll do it for free? Well, Chen, with respect, generally you get what you pay for. All right, let's check the pieces. 7A1F27, 7A1F27. I sound unhinged? Yeah. That's right, Jack. Yeah, I'm a lame duck Vandy. All right, anyway, both players are ready. GWAFEY up 2-1. So ALLENBOT needs to win this one to stay in the tournament. Let's go 3-2-1 Tetris. You'll go full commentator reaction cam. I don't know what that means. I don't like it when the commentator is on the camera, because to me the whole thing should be about the players. So like, why am I looking at like the commentator on the camera? Like, make it about the players. Like, it doesn't have to be about you, you know? Like, it's already your voice over everything. You also have to put your dumb picture on there. Like, come on now. All right, Tetris ALLENBOT 91,000, 49,000 for GWAFEY. Is this the first game of the stream? Well, this is the first match of the stream. We're now in game number 4. Like, you know, you don't want to make it a circus, right? This is competition. This is high-end, top-tier competition. $118 for GWAFEY. He can make a long bar dependency because the long bar was in the window, so he puts it over there in column 1. 137 for ALLENBOT. Interesting tuck setup on that left side for him. And yeah, he's just got a whole series of tucks here now set up and delayed burns and whatnot. Uncovers the right side well and gets it. 164 for ALLENBOT. Tetris for GWAFEY. 143. All right, I might be a little unhinged, but right now, I might be, just because, you know, a little, you know, a little. When you're sick, you're not fully yourself. Maybe you're more yourself, right? You know, like when you drink or something, you become, you know, all your hidden personality, whatever that you've been suppressing, you know, comes forward. So maybe when I'm sick, it's like I'm drunk. All right, 259 for GWAFEY. There's a Tetris for him, 281, 303 for ALLENBOT. All right, Mr. Brain with the fortune cookie wisdom here. Beware of doors that are unhinged. They may fall on you. Thank you, Mr. Brains. 308 for GWAFEY, 329 for ALLENBOT. All right, long bar over Tetris GWAFEY. He's got a bunch of weird tuck setups, and he's actually got a T-spin tuck set up, and he gets it over there, but okay, able to get a long bar over. GWAFEY's going to be okay. 360 for him, 335 for ALLENBOT, who's got kind of alternating burn shelves. I guess spin tuck not really required for that. You can just double tuck it in, but for me, with that rumbly T thing, I always spin tuck it in. $370 for GWAFEY, 367 for Allen. I don't know. Alan, you know, in the Discord goes by Alan, right? Just his name is Alan. But I still call him ALLENBOT because in my mind, like Alan is like Brodendamp, right? And yet when Brodendamp plays the occasional thing, like whenever he plays something in CTM, which is very rarely, I call him Brodendamp. So there's no reason to reserve the name Alan for Brodendamp when I don't even call him that anymore. So pretty odd. All right, 379 for ALLENBOT. 403 for GWAFEY. All right, long bar over Tetris GWAFEY after he uncovers some of that garbage. There's a skim and a Tetris for GWAFEY. 454. We're 10 lines away from the 19 transition. Right now, pieces falling one row every 3 frames. On 19, it'll be 1 row every 2 frames, so a 50% increase in the speed of the falling of the blocks. There's Tetris GWAFEY 503 into 19 transition. Tetris for ALLENBOT 467 into 19. About a 33,000 point lead for GWAFEY at the transition. Now the winner of this match will play SCUTI, so stay tuned for that. Don't go just because this match is over whenever that happens. The winner will play blue SCUTI. 499 for ALLENBOT. Tetris for GWAFEY 566. On this very same stream, yes, can you imagine? All right, Tetris GWAFEY 600, 581 for Alan. On this very stream, that's right, blue SCUTI will you be playing? Wow. Double Tetris, what does it mean? I don't know what you said. Where did I say double Tetris? There should be a double Tetris. Tetris GWAFEY 686, 642 for ALLENBOT. He's going to get a Tetris 671. So they're pretty close in lines. GWAFEY ahead by, I know, a little more than 1 Tetris. All right, that Z to the left is going to slow GWAFEY down a little bit. ALLENBOT not really in a great position to capitalize on the slowdown for GWAFEY, though, unless he can bang a couple dirty Tetrises here. There's one of them. So 744 for ALLENBOT. And maybe he will get some dirty Tetrises. But ALLENBOT now in the lead. Set up 1 row dirty. Gets a Tetris. He's set up again. He's going to uncover it. GWAFEY now can start scoring again. Kind of retakes the score lead by a small amount. Dirty Tetris ALLENBOT 816. But GWAFEY also was a little bit ahead in lines at that time when he had that lead. So it's actually very close now. GWAFEY set up for a one-row Dirty Tetris. Takes a skim here. Getting up a little too high. Ends up getting out of Tetris readiness. There's a Dirty Tetris GWAFEY. 835. 831 for ALLENBOT. We're just about 12 lines away from the 29 speed increase. Pieces will fall one row every frame. Basically, the speed will double from what the speed is now, which is just bonkers, and yet it's playable. 868 for ALLENBOT. There'll be 100 lines of that speed, and then a level 39 super kill screen where the speed will double again. It's just unsurvivable. Long bar over Tetris GWAFEY. 898. He's into 29. 881 for ALLENBOT. ALLENBOT needs to win this game to stay in the tournament. Make it into the top 8. Tetris here for GWAFEY. 950. 930 for ALLENBOT. GWAFEY setup. Gets another Tetris. 991. GWAFEY setting aggro column 9 long bar here. He's got to find a way to bring this down. Long bar over. GWAFEY gets it. 833. He's got the max out on another one. 873. 986 for ALLENBOT. Back by about 90,000 points. ALLENBOT trying to keep that well open. Trying to find an open well and a bar at the same time. The bar comes. The well was not open. GWAFEY at A91. ALLENBOT was Tetris ready for a moment there. Ends up having to bring it all the way down with a triple. Could not. So now he's going to start rebuilding from scratch that Tetris well. GWAFEY in a little bit of trouble here. Game dumping S's. Oh, nice. All right, let's see if he can uncover this well. And this has allowed ALLENBOT to sort of come back here. A77, that left side from GWAFEY is going to make the rest of the board inaccessible. It's a top out at B10. The target for ALLENBOT is B11. B11 is the target for ALLENBOT. He's got 33 lines to work with. Less than one Tetris's worth of points away. Oh no, and kind of overshifted that L piece. And that is going to be a top out. So ALLENBOT not going to chase down GWAFEY. He had the opportunity to chase him down. Couldn't do it. Just the wrong pieces at the wrong times. And ALLENBOT will not be moving on. GWAFEY will be moving on to the top 8 in his Masters Top 16 debut. So GG's to both of these players, GWAFEY and ALLENBOT. Let's give GWAFEY that number 3 next to his name for the first time here in Masters. GG's GWAFEY. GG's to you, ALLENBOT. So it doesn't get any easier than this. Of course, ALLENBOT, a considerable opponent, but now you've got to play, against just, the undisputed, best player in the world. So whatever, no big deal. All right, we're going to run a quick ad, then we'll be back with SCUTI. Get a warm drink. Oh, I would love to. I need some more soup. Sue bought me some jars of soup, Rayo soup, and they were amazing, but I ate them all. But I want to get more of that soup. That was really good. All right, I'm going to set this up. Do you want to see the jank or do you want to see the pre-roll? What do you prefer, jank or pre-roll? 1 for jank, 2 for pre-roll. All right, jank. Sud says jank. All right, we're going to watch the jank happen. All right, look at this. Oh my God, top 16 to top 18. We're going to change this orange thing from ALLENBOT to SCUTI. He already beat ALLENBOT in his first Masters. Indeed, UP Chess. All right, here comes jank. game one. We got to go from Allen to SCUTI. We're going to go camera, SCUTI. Hopefully SCUTI's here. Blue SCUTI's grandpa, SCUTI knows about this, right? All right, I will hold on. All right, you know you're playing, right, SCUTI? You hit stream and it said no stream key. You might just reconnect your account again, like log in and log out. OBS. All right. Now we are ready for SCUTI for whenever he decides to show up. He's on Artiaga time. No, I'm just kidding. Obviously, he's got a little technical issue. Cobra6731 tier 1 sub. Thank you so much, Cobra. 3 months, I guess, in a row, but 18 months overall. So, yeah, OBS is a tricky mistress. How's it going? Well, I'm a little sick, and I can't stop complaining about it, and so I'm just pissing off all the fans, and they don't want to watch CTM anymore. They're just going to go watch Tetris Wars from now on. So I just ruined everything. We celebrated SCUTI's Day tonight. Monday is the real date. Oh, well, that's very nice. Ruining Tetris one match at a time. I should be in bed for work in the morning, but this popped up. Curse you, Tetris, for being addictive. You're shaking your fists and curse you. All right, you hit the live button. All right, let's go over to the jank and refresh your thing. There. Well, all right. He's not live yet. Are you on main or are you on SCUTI? And it didn't work. Excuse me. Sorry. It says connecting. All right. Well. So yeah, that's just this bracket does not want to finish. Now, if you need to restart your PC, sometimes that can help. Thanks, Clematis. But get sleep. You can watch the replay. It's fine. Life before Tetris, man. It's fine. Tetris should serve life, not the other way around. Unless you're me, and then my life has to serve Tetris because my whole life is to provide you people Tetris. Do you understand? It's my whole life. Yeah, restart the computer and come back. GWAFEY getting iced here. Now let's see what old promo slides I have up. Oh, that's a good one. Flexstyle.bandcamp.com. If you like the music that you're hearing and you want to support the artists, you want to support the artist, go to flexstyle.bandcamp.com and you can buy their entire catalog, and it's pretty cheap. So you go to flexstyle.bandcamp.com, you can pay them a little bit, support that artist, and then you can get all of their music as like a lot of different formats. I think you get like MP3, you get FLAC, you get AAC. I don't know, there's a whole bunch of different formats you can get. So yeah, if you want to own music and like play it before they take it away from you, they quote take it away from you, Flextile.bandcamp.com. What is over here? Nothing there. All right, these are all empty. Oh, another flex tile. Oh, Tetris Deathmatch. Oh, rip for Deathmatch. We're going to find a way to bring Deathmatch back. Unfortunately, we had to let Ronkly go. We're restructuring. And, no. But unfortunately, the first Sunday is a critical day that we need to get all these tournaments off the ground every single month. So we couldn't really commit to Tetris Deathmatch. But I will bring back Deathmatch in some form. And I'll do it. What the heck? Why not? Bring you more Tetris. It's the original Show Up and Play NES Tetris event. It literally is the original one. You know, your old buddy Vantweller invented it way back in the day. Can you imagine? Can you believe that needed to be invented? All right, SCUTI is online. I'm going to refresh both of these players' streams. And then we will continue. Here's GWAFEY. I know. Can you imagine inventing things? That was back in the Tetris boom. That was before the Tetris boom. 2018 was in... I mean, Tetris Deathmatch was March of 2018. Jay says, Vandy, why must you suppress me? I don't know how I'm suppressing you. But yeah, it was really before the Tetris boom, before Joseph. Joseph was on Tetris Deathmatch, like multiple times. Okay. We are going to remember the 89 Tetris boom. What a boom. Am I okay, Vandy? Yeah, I'm okay. Are you okay? I'm okay. Excuse me. All right, just waiting on SCUTI to appear in the chair. I guess I'll just put the seed out there. Why not? FF94BA. I really wish we had like a seed log that would just log all the seeds that we used. Feeling better, Vandy? No, I'm not. I'm actually feeling worse, but I'm making my way through it. I'm focusing on what's important, and that is delivering Tetris to you. And my problems, it's all secondary. How many possible combinations of seeds can there be? I don't know, some mathematical amount. I don't know offhand. Do I like matzo ball soup? Sure. All right, we're just waiting on Blue SCUTI. You know, here it is, top player privilege. 16.7 million. Yeah, it's got to be 16 to the 6th, right? Because you just multiply, 16 by 16 by 16 by 16 by 16. Yeah, it can't be 2 to the 6th. It has to be 16 times 16 times 16 times. But there are some invalid seeds. I think so. Yes. All right, here he is, sauntering in with his top player privilege, Blue SCUTI. Excuse me. All right, the pieces are going to be FF94BA. We'll give SCUTI a minute here just to get acquainted with the controller and how it works and the rules of Tetris. All right. Now, SCUTI, Vandy, you need this. What do I need? What is that? Your 8-hour pain relief. I don't, that's acetaminophen. I don't generally take pain relievers. SCUTI, we do have a seed for when you're ready, FF94. I don't generally take it because they can be a little hard on the liver. And I have had, you know, kind of, well, when I go get like tests done, I do sometimes have elevated liver enzymes, and so I'd really prefer not to put any pressure on my liver. So I never drink, and I don't take NSAIDs. So I just gut it out, you know. All right, looks like we've got one player ready. It's Blue SCUTI. GWAFEY, I can't believe you're not even ready. I mean, geez, just on your own time. Whatever, man. All right, both players are ready. We're in the top 8 of the orange bracket. The winner will go to the top 4. It's Blue SCUTI versus GWAFEY in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. All right, we are starting off pieces with the ZJI, the Zoological Justice Institute. And we are underway. On the left side, it is Blue SCUTI coming in as the number 1 seed in this tournament. Got an average, we take what we do is the players play for 1 hour. Line's been here for GWAFEY early on. Players play for 1 hour in a 39 capped game. And then they keep playing games, and then their top 2 scores are taken and averaged out. And SCUTI was the number 1 seed with an average of 1.748. So his top 2 scores averaged over a rollover in an hour. So he was the number 1 seed. Out of the United States of America, Oklahoma, member of the Oklahoma Sports Hall of Fame with a PB of 1.24 million. That's good. Was the former world record, now 4th on the overall high score list. He's a 4-time CTM Masters event winner, first time winning it in December of 2023. Then he ripped off 3 in a row in July, that was Lone Star, September, and October of 2024. 142 here for Blue SCUTI. He's also working on a streak of, I think, 7 finals in a row in Masters. So he's been in 7 consecutive finals and still working on that streak. So every finals has had SCUTI the last 7 major events we've done. Of course, a big year in 2004 for Blue SCUTI. You know, made international headlines for his game crash accomplishment, the first ever to crash the game of Tetris. He's won the Kansas City Regional back-to-back 2023, 2024. Won his own qualifier. Can you imagine hosting a qualifier just so you can win it? But he won that one, Stillwater 2024. Second in the Jonas Cup, CTWC's DAS Championship. Is also in the semis of the CTWC in 2023. So that is Blue SCUTI. And also on the premier poll, the broadcasters and journalists poll or ranking of Tetris players, Blue SCUTI is the number 1 ranked player. And he got all the first place votes. So really undisputed. 269.040 for both players. GWAFEY gets a Tetris. On the right side, it is GWAFEY, seed number 9 out of the United States of America. Might be from the Northeast. I don't know. Wearing a lot of Boston gear. and came in the top 4 of the Northeast Regional. So that's some evidence that we're going to use to track him down. No, we're not going to do that. Seed number 9 out of the USA, PB 2.04 million for GWAFEY, making his Masters top 16 debut. Won his way into the top 8 by taking out ALLENBOT. He also made it into the gold bracket of CTWC in 2024. And his round 0 opponent was Cobalt, who ended up moving on. 431 for GWAFEY, 373 for Blue SCUTI. But GWAFEY looked good in his first Masters match versus ALLENBOT, a tough opponent. Looked composed, looked ready to go. Of course, now has to face a living legend, really. Like, just in 1 year, Blue SCUTI has established himself as, really a first ballot Tetris Hall of Famer. 437 for GWAFEY, 442 for Blue SCUTI. Mr. Brain said, oh, well, he would have ranked Dog as number 1. Well, aren't you quite the contrarian, Mr. Brain? 444 for GWAFEY, 465 for Blue SCUTI. I mean, even Vince ranked SCUTI number 1. So 490 for GWAFEY. There is a Tetris 513. $539 for. Oh wait, Vince did not rank. He was not undisputed. He didn't. Oh, I didn't realize Miles got a first place vote. Wait, really? Oh, I could be wrong then. Maybe he didn't get all the votes. All right, sorry, Vince ranked Miles number 1. Well, to be fair, Vince is probably not part of the online scene. He's probably never heard of Blue SCUTI. 567 there for GWAFEY. 593 now after a Tetris. 606 for Blue SCUTI. There's a Tetris for Blue SCUTI. All right, so there. He did not get all the votes, but... Oh, well, maybe it was December poll I'm thinking of. Maybe I haven't looked at the January poll. Marframe says he got all the votes among the people who are correct. Yeah. See, people get very, they get put off track by like very recent, like, oh, well, somebody just won a tournament and now I'm filling it out. So now that person is the best. Like, you can't, I mean, that's the whole point of like asking people. If we just said, oh, who won the most recent tournament in the last 48 hours? Like, we don't need people to vote for that because we can see who it was. So that's why we need people to use judgment. 826 for GWAFEY, 786 for Blue SCUTI. All right, Tetris for GWAFEY, 859, 880 for Blue SCUTI. I also heard that Vince was on the Hall of Fame voting committee. And apparently was the only one who didn't vote for Ichiro to get in the Baseball Hall of Fame. So I don't know what Vince has got going on over there. 912 for Blue SCUTI. Tetris for Blue SCUTI, 948. How do you not rate Ichiro as a Baseball Hall of Famer? Like, who are you? And then there's always these guys that say, well, I don't think anyone should be 100%. It's like, well, yeah, someone should, dummy. Like, don't be an idiot. 899 for GWAFEY. Max out here for Blue SCUTI on level 27. All right, long bar over Tetris, GWAFEY 976, Tetris, Blue Scooty, A70. There's another Tetris GWAFEY. He's got the max out. He's on level 29. All right, Tetris, Blue Scooty, B11. He's got the 1.1 here into 29. GWAFEY gonna miss a T-spin here on 29. Can't fault anybody for that. That is hard to do. 835 for him. Sorry, A35, right? So Blue Scooty about a 90,000 point lead over GWAFEY. Yeah, I mean, I just take it as who has the best record of success over the last, few months. That's how I take the question, right? It's like, I'm not putting, like, if we go, oh, we're doing the premier poll for baseball, well, I'm putting Babe Ruth on there. Well, no. We're rating, like, recent performance. Like, but abstracting away from, like, the literally near-term, like, just kind of myopic observation of, like, the last 2 days, which is what a lot of people do. C56 for Blue Scooty, A94 for GWAFEY, Tetris for both. B41 GWAFEY's back by 120,000 points. Like, we could just have a poll that says who won the most recent thing, and then everybody will agree who it was, and then that's the poll. Like, but that we don't need people to do that. GWAFEY going to top out here at B88, a valiant effort, but Blue Scooty was ahead most of the way. So we'll watch Blue Scooty as he tries to work out this. And yeah, I think he just wants to have a, like, intentional top out. I think he's trying to work it down so we get an intentional top out. Mr. Brain says, I rank Archimedes as number 1 because he was good at geometry and Tetris is all about geometry. Yeah. There you go. True. All right, let's give Scooty that point. Oh, I've been trying hard not to say points, say game. All right, we're gonna give these players their new pieces. 681A 8F. 681A 8F. I'm gonna put Descartes as, like, number 2 because, like, he invented the Cartesian coordinate system, which is kind of like, the grid that you lay out on Tetris. So Descartes is the number 2 Tetris player right now. All right, the pieces are 681A 8F. 681A 8F. But actually, I'm going to put GWAFEY as number 1 because he just beat ALLENBOT just now. So that's number 1. Like, both, somewhere between those, the truth lies. All right. All right, 681A 8F. 681A 8F. Both players are good. Both players are ready. Let's go ahead and count them down. Blue Scooty and GWAFEY, game number 2 in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Has anyone kept track of the linear Tetris champion? You mean, like, starting with at some point in the past and see who beat who? And I think someone was counting that. Is that what you mean? Like, let's say, let's say Jonas was the first ever Tetris champion. So the first time someone beat Jonas in a match, which would, I guess, would have been Harry Hong. And then the next person who beat Harry Hong would take over the championship. Yeah, assuming you count Jonas as the champion. Now, that's not super interesting. I mean, it's not super interesting to take only CTWC, so you have to take all ELO events to do that. I think someone was doing that, like, way back in the day. Like, that seems very familiar that someone was doing that, but that has not been kept up. So I think it would be cool to have a linear Tetris championship and see who it actually is. So if anybody wants to get on that, wants a project, let's say. But we can start with Jonas, and then I guess the first player to beat Jonas was Harry, and I don't know who beat Harry the next year, but I think wasn't it like a Harry Jonas rematch? So it would have been Jonas again. Excuse me. And then the first player to beat Jonas, I guess, would be Joseph. But it depends on what event you're talking about. So then who beat Joseph after that? So then you got to go and see how it, So it's not very interesting for those first 9 years because it just pretty much follows the did you or did you not, beat Jonas or be Jonas. Because there's no other events, right? 242 for GWAFEY. Yeah, but once you get the online scene, then it gets super interesting. Rory has a sheet for it. Of course he does. But you can check over the Rory sheet for that. I think you have to go to the results page. The fourth tab will get you there. I wouldn't necessarily count that. See, I would argue on that sheet with Jonas losing to Schoolmaster, because Jonas was like playing goofy foot, so that like he wasn't really playing. But I guess that's a decision he made. 419 for Blue SCUTI, 333 for GWAFEY. He was trying to make it fairer. But that's just me. Oh, GWAFEY, that T is not going to rotate, so that's going to... Oh, well, it kind of worked out. Kind of worked out for GWAFEY. 342 here for him. 442 for Blue SCUTI. Yeah, but I might dispute that Jonas and Schoolmaster one in Masters. It was really more of an exhibition. All right, Tetris for GWAFEY, 392. Like, he wasn't trying to win. He was playing as a goof. All right, SCUTI at 557, GWAFEY at 438. All right, Tetris GWAFEY 487, 603 transition for Blue SCUTI. So over 100,000 point lead for SCUTI, and SCUTI's also got lines in hand as well. All right, Tetris GWAFEY 563. All right, GWAFEY uncovers that well. Looking for a bar real quick. No, just going to take the burns. Oh, this is tough. How is he flinging these pieces over? It's crazy. Wow, the patience, the discipline to wait these pieces out. Uncovers the well, waiting on the bar. Uncovers long bar in Tetris. GWAFEY, 634. 779 for blue SCUTI. There's a Tetris GWAFEY, 663. 808. Blue SCUTI. He's ahead by about 140,000 points. All right, GWAFEY with that misdrop, that's going to slow him down a little bit, and he really cannot afford to be slowed down in this game because he is back now by over 200,000 points relative to blue SCUTI. All right, GWAFEY bringing this down. He's still got a gap there in column 3, but he's going to work one row off the bottom. And SCUTI now almost up to a 300,000 point lead. Now, we have seen a 300,000 point lead chase down, this evening. Meme did it in her match. A57 for blue SCUTI, 771 for GWAFEY. There's a Tetris for GWAFEY. And we are just about into the 29 phase. GWAFEY up pretty high. Long bar goes in. Tetris. 848 transition for GWAFEY. B63 for SCUTI. So SCUTI with about a 300,000 point lead or so. GWAFEY's board starting to climb, and he's like, nah, I'm not going to catch up. I don't know what to do. Board too high. And GWAFEY going to top out. SCUTI good in, look at that. SCUTI good in game number 2. Sorry, guys. My voice is changing, guys. Yeah, Peter Brady. All right, let us get these. Excuse me. Marv Ramsey says, I wish mine would do that. All right, let's get these players some pieces for game number 3. 6332 E6. I'm going to take a drink as well. Id Kirby, yep, you're right. I'm starting to have funny feelings. All right, looks like both players are ready. Let's see if they're on the same seed. 6332E6. Yes, they are. Let us go ahead and get them started. Game number 3, GWAFEY. Looking to take this game so we can stay in the tournament. 3-2-1 Tetris. All right, we had something happen on GWAFEY's side. We're going to give him I think he's having a nosebleed. So we're going to go ahead. Let's go ahead and we're going to stop this game. It's a medical issue. Let's go ahead and pause right now. And we're going to give GWAFEY the space that he needs to take care of himself. And so, yeah, we're gonna give him we're gonna give him the space that he needs to sort of take care of himself. And GWAFEY, let us know if and when you're ready to keep going. I can't remember the last time I had a nosebleed. Yeah, I'm happy to do that. SCUTI, sorry that we're gonna have to kind of delay it a little bit, but listen, can't have a dude with, you know, nose bleeding. I don't know if I can't even think if I ever had a nosebleed. Like sometimes, you know, you kind of blow your nose and there's a little, you know, a little representation there for some for some, you know, bloody whatever, but like never had like a full on, oh, my nose is, I'm like bleeding out of my face and I can't stop. I'm gonna go ahead and run an ad real quick while you guys are here. Well, nosebleeds are very common in animes. I don't know what that means. Like, that's gotta be scary as hell. You're just bleeding out of the holes in your face. Sue. Hey, Sue. Sue's not around. Deck with the Prime resub 19 months says, Gad Zooks. Gad Zooks, Scoob. Oh, Scoob. In anime, when a character sees someone attractive, they have a nosebleed. Bro, I am so far from I am so far from that. I've never watched an anime as far as I know. I don't read manga like that, and I'm in a different universe. All right, you can see GWAFEY's room is like blood red too. Oh my god, like a horror film over there. All right, we're gonna keep watching SCUTI warm up here. I sound sick as a dog. Yeah, I'm pretty sick. All right, I'm gonna just take a moment here. I'll be right back, and as soon as GWAFEY is available and healthy, we will continue. All right, GWAFEY, are you okay now? Are you good to go? Man, nosebleed just seems like totally crazy to me. I'm gonna be all right. We'll give you guys some new pieces here. Thank you for your patience, everybody. You know, we want our players to. We don't want someone to lose a Tetris match because they started bleeding out of the holes in their face. Like, that's just crazy to me that that's a thing. And then that's like, we're so, you know, nonchalant about it. Oh yeah, I'm just, it's just my head started bleeding. Like, why don't we call an ambulance? Like, shouldn't you call an ambulance? Like, oh my God, there's blood rushing out of my face. 91271. Like, what is it that is bleeding in your face? Like, what in your head is actually bleeding? 912714. 912714. Nosebleeds are cute? That's not cute. You're bleeding out of your head. Like, what? Like, I've never had one. I just asked Sue during the break. She says she's never had a nosebleed. Like, what is wrong with you, GWAFEY? Why are you having a nosebleed? Capillaries? Just, yeah, the things that hold your blood, deliver your blood. Nosebleed. And oh yeah, if you just squeeze your nose long enough, you'll stop bleeding out of your head. That's crazy. All right, make sure that 912714. 912714. All right. There's no avoiding it, GWAFEY. We got to get it over with one of these days. So let's go ahead and see what happens. Blue, SCUTI, and GWAFEY. Game number 3. GWAFEY needs to win to stay in. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Someone says, I mean, Vandy, maybe he's never had a nosebleed because he lives in a warm, wet climate. No, I mean, I lived in New England like most of my life, and Wisconsin. So I lived in New England half of my life, right? 24 years. I'm 47 now. And then I lived in Wisconsin for 4 years after that, which is, cold and dry. And then I lived in, Las Vegas, which is warm and dry. And I think Texas is fairly dry too, right? So, I'm not saying I'm a better, hardier person because I've never had a nosebleed. I just don't get it. Like, and we just like have a nosebleed and it's fine. And we're just like, oh yeah, no problem. I'm just bleeding out of my head. It's fine. It'll stop. Like, what? Call an ambulance. All right. Tetris there for GWAFEY, 139, 137 for Blue, SCUTI. Yeah. I guess I'm lucky. I just never had a nosebleed. Now I kind of want one. How do I make it happen? This is a universal human experience that I'm missing out on. All right, Tetris gets over for GWAFEY, 208, 184 for Blue, SCUTI. Have someone punch you in the nose? Well, I'm at risk of that all the time. All right, pretty much tied in lines and score. I would call an ambulance if I had a nosebleed. I wouldn't know. How do I know if this is like just a nosebleed or just like literally, oh yeah, it's just a huge crack in your skull, don't worry. I don't know the difference. Especially not having had one and then all of a sudden having had one. Now, I would be concerned. All right, GWAFEY gonna get a Tetris here. 304, 300 for Blue. SCUTI long barn goes over. Tetris for SCUTI. GWAFEY needs to win this one to stay in. He's played pretty well so far in his Masters Top 16 debut. Right now, crazy spire and like this weird tuning fork at the top of his stack that he had to fill in with a T. GWAFEY with a little bit of work to do to get this board back in order. 391 here for blue SCUTI. All right, it's going to be really tough for GWAFEY. But he's had some crazy digs so far in this broadcast, so very impressive. We'll see. And yeah, he's going to get it dirty out of it. Nice. 364 for GWAFEY. Oh, look at the pullback and the adjustment and the other dirty Tetris. So he's not that far behind, despite all this. He is not that far behind. He's less than a Tetris behind SCUTI right now. Now, he's a little bit ahead further in the sequence, but not that far behind. SCUTI gets a long bar to fill in the Vits and a long bar to get the Tetris. He's set up again. GWAFEY with this crazy spire. Let's see what he can do to try to stay out of this. I mean, I won't be surprised when he gets out of it, that's for sure. Because he's been incredible at these digs and this survival in this tournament. The long bar goes in. There's a nice triple to bring this down. I mean, this kid is on another planet with this survival. Oh, and he's going for it. He's like, no, I'm going for another dirty Tetris. I will survive anything. And the long bar goes in and another Tetris, and he's going for another dirty Tetris here. And he gets it. 454 for GWAFEY. Now, you got to imagine 19 coming up. He's got to be wary of that. And he's like, no, I am not. I'm just, it's 19. Who cares? I'm just going to keep going. He's like, oh, no, sir. I prefer doing things my own way. He is up high on that board, and he's going to be high when he transitions into 19. So this is going to be tough. We'll see what he can do. Oh, my God, what a great piece right there. He uncovers long bar, goes over another dirty. So he's probably going to survive this. My word. 496 for GWAFEY, the survival. And the chutzpah for this kid to go for those dirties. Very impressive. He's set up now column 3, and he gets it. 527. 642 for blue SCUTI. FCR Play says, this is so wrong and correct at the same time. Yeah, I agree. That is bonkers. And, you know, in honor of this guy, I mean, we got to play the I prefer doing things my own way song. Tetris for GWAFEY, 610. 724 for blue SCUTI. Andrew Meep says, bros playing like SCUTI against SCUTI. Yeah, I mean, that's like, that does remind me of like early SCUTI, you know, when he was just totally unhinged back in the days, you know. But SCUTI's reined it in a little bit, right? He's selective now. He can do it, but he's selective. GWAFEY, yeah, shades of young SCUTI. Tetris for GWAFEY, 730. 835 for SCUTI. I know, young SCUTI. SCUTI's still young. But, you know, green SCUTI. Not blue SCUTI, but green SCUTI. 895 for blue SCUTI. Tetris for GWAFEY, 822. You know, he's only back by 70,000 points now. He is ahead by 14 lines. But he's still within shouting distance. Those squares are just such a mess. Oh, no. And he's going to hang the J. Can he bring this down? No. And oh, no, he flew too close to the sun. GWAFEY. The squares, he just felt locked into putting those in a tower. And I don't know. This kid is exciting. I am excited to see him again in Masters. I want to see him in Masters again and see what he can do. But, man, what a debut here from GWAFEY. Takes out ALLENBOT in his first ever Masters match and really impresses here in this match against SCUTI. Even though it was a sweep, you really saw something from GWAFEY here. So, pretty impressive debut. All right, we'll watch SCUTI see what he can do with this start here. But GG's to GWAFEY. And you know what? You played through having a bloody face Your whole face was just pouring out blood. Meanwhile, you're playing Tetris, so GG's to you. Well, I have a feeling this is not going to be the last we see of GWAFEY in this event. I mean, what the heck? It's probably one of the best debuts I've seen in a long time. All right, we'll watch SCUTI finish this out. Yeah, big ups to GWAFEY. He did amazing. That GWAFEY ALLENBOT, was that 3-0? Or is that 3-1? I forget. 3-1. Thank you. All right, we're going to watch SCUTI play this out, because why not? What else we got to do? Yeah, very respectable debut, says FCR. More than respectable, I would say auspicious. I mean, he's got good makeup there, you know what I mean? That's what they say in baseball, where he has good makeup. Like, very poised, willing to take the chances. All right, Tetris SCUTI at E66, the 1.4. With that makeup. Well, you know what I mean. No, you probably know. That's right. And also, you know, to pull that off against the nearly undisputed best player in all of Tetris right now, #1 rank in seed and in the premier poll, and just fearless. So that was amazing. All right, SCUTI has the rollover, level 38. This is, you know, it's kind of like low pace for SCUTI in a low pace, you know, just a low rollover for SCUTI into 39. GG SCUTI, you'll be moving on to the top 4. You'll be taking on me. That is going to be a match. It's like a replay of everything in Kansas City. And so yeah, that is going to be a pretty hype match. GG's to you, SCUTI, and thanks again for your flexibility and rescheduling all this. Really appreciate that. Anyway, thanks everybody. 5 matches we got through it today. Masters matches are longer than normal, so I appreciate your kindness as I got my way through this whole thing. Yeah, I try not to be gross or annoying, but you know, then again, I'm always at least annoying, not always gross. But all right, let's take a look at our top. No, we don't want top 16. We want semis. All right, we're gonna refresh that. Yeah, Blue SCUTI versus Meme is gonna be our first semifinal matchup. That is gonna be super hype, of course. We still got 2 more brackets to do in Masters. Those are gonna be not back to back, but both of them on Sunday, with a break in between. It's gonna be Tristop and Sodium, SV versus Chiller. That's gonna be a killer. Then Red, Dog, Kirby, Neko, and Dangler. And one more thing, guys. Hey, everybody. This is your old pal, Van Dweller, host of Classic Tetris Monthly, and I'm asking you to do me a favor. If you like this video, hit thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like it, please subscribe and bang that notification bell. And follow us on Twitch at twitch.tv/monthlytetris. Thank you, and have a nice day. And yeah, I do mean thank you. You guys are great. You know, it's such a great joy to be able to do this and just have everybody hanging out and chat and so many familiar people. And so it's really a great thing, and I value it a lot. So hopefully you guys get enjoyment out of it too. Okay, so tomorrow, 11 a.m. Central Time, I believe that's going to be, let's see, 11, that's going to be 17? Is that 17 UTC? Is that 11 a.m. my time? I think so. So 17 UTC, 11 Texas time, I think is what it is. That's going to be a DAS Masters bracket, and that is happening, tomorrow. That is going to be pretty exciting. This is going to be Dog, a former DAS Masters champion, against Hideri. Then it's going to be Nenu versus Somalian. So you want to see two former CTM Masters playing DAS tomorrow. That should be exciting. Dog and Nenu, potential battle. They still got to win their early rounds, but those would be the favorites. So that's tomorrow, and that's DAS Masters. Then on Sunday, it's going to be, red bracket at 10 a.m. my time. That's going to be 16 UTC, 10 a.m. Texas time. That one is going to be, the red bracket, Dog Kirby, Neko Dangler. And then at 5 p.m., which is going to be 23 UTC, that's the green bracket, Tristop Sodium SV Chiller. So that's going to be pretty exciting time. And then that's going to be all of our preliminary brackets. So that will be done, and all after Sunday, all that we will have left are our semis to do for both of our tournaments, which is great. So, okay. Thanks everybody who contributed to the prize pool during this stream. Really appreciate that. Avi, G-Wall, Chris. I actually, those two I missed. G-Wall and Crix. I missed those during the stream, but thank you all so much for getting us there. And Avi. Cousin Avi with the $100. I don't know if that's different than regular Avi, but if it is or not, whatever. Summer B, or of course, thank you. And serial number, you all contributed. So thank you all. We have 500 to go. Hopefully we can get that before the end of Sunday. Also want to thank those of you on YouTube who supported. There were no super chats or anything this time, but maybe next time. And then Twitch, those of you who subscribed. We had Deck and Cobra, and 20 Dan03, Galaxy Biscuit, and Travis. So thank you all for supporting the channel. And one other thanks to the patrons who support the channel: Scott Gray, K9, Tacky, Corporal, Shalby, Cat Kit, Jay in the Window, Troy Dan, Kim S, and all of our double sticker club and community level members. Okay, we will see you tomorrow. If you don't remember the times, it's fine. Go check out the schedule tab on Twitch. Check out the live tab over on YouTube. Check out the events tab on Discord. I think that's all the ways to find us. All right, I'm going to end the stream on YouTube. Thanks, guys. And then Twitch, we're going to find you a raid target. And I guess I'm going to go look at